Welcome to Disney StoryTime! To hear the story read...
Cars, Rematch. Lightning McQueen and Francesco Bernoulli had challenged each other to a race in Monza, Italy, Francesco's hometown. "I am so beating him," Lightning told Mater when the race cars met at the airport. "Right here, on his own turf." Photographers surrounded the race cars. "Paparazzi love Francesco. He has more fans than anyone," Francesco said. "Nobody has more fans than Lightning," Mater piped up. "We will prove it," Luigi chimed in. "Lightning gets hundreds of fan letters each day." Luigi told Guido to bring them Lightning's fan mail, and soon Guido returned with overflowing bags. "Oh, it's not that big a deal," Lightning said, a little embarrassed. "You are right," said Francesco. "Francesco gets much more than that." "Letters are great," said Lightning, "but I like to get some fender-to-fender time with my fans whenever I can." To prove it, he greeted the cars that were lining up to see him. "Lightning! Lightning!" chanted the revved-up crowd. "Questo è ridicolo," grumbled Francesco. "And what about autographs? Watch and be amazed," he said as he began to spin his wheels and spew out hundreds of signed photos of himself. After the racers greeted their fans, they drove to a cafe. "Hey, Francesco, nobody drinks oil faster than Lightning," Mater said. "What?" Lightning cried. "Mater, I can't drink." "Come on, buddy, show him what I taught you," Mater exclaimed. Lightning sighed and managed to finish a can of oil in a few gulps. But Francesco was not impressed. "Francesco never guzzles. Oil should be savored," he said. "How about a warm-up before the big race? Just you and me," Lightning asked Francesco. "Ah, good idea," Francesco said. "Try to keep up if you..." But before Francesco could finish, Lightning was a red streak flying down the road. Francesco was about to catch up with Lightning when he nearly spun out on a turn. "How do you turn so smoothly?" Francesco asked him. "Treaded tires," Lightning explained. "And on dirt, you gotta turn right to go left. A friend taught me that." The race cars finally stopped to rest. Francesco sighed. "Ah, Italy is beautiful, no? Just like Francesco." Lightning chuckled. "Do you always think about yourself?" he asked. Francesco grinned. "Of course. On the racetrack, Francesco only thinks about himself and doing his best. This is why he always wins." The next day was the big race. Finally, the world would find out who was the fastest race car. When the flag dropped to start the race, the fans went wild. After the first turn, Francesco was ahead. He showed off his new treaded tires. "Perhaps Lightning has taught Francesco too well," he said. But Lightning just smiled as he sped ahead. The racers each entered the Monza arena and made a pit stop. As Lightning zoomed out of the pits, he heard his friends and fans cheer. Then the flashing of cameras distracted him. Suddenly, Lightning remembered what Francesco had said about focusing on himself and doing his best. Lightning looked straight ahead and took the lead. As the two cars crossed the finish line, the crowd gasped. "Ka-chow!" yelled Lightning. "I won!" "You mean ciao bella!" cried Francesco. "Francesco won!" The race cars and the fans looked to the judges. The crowd gasped again. The race was officially a tie! Back in the pit garage, the cars tried to figure out what to do about the tie. Suddenly, Francesco shouted, "No more talk! Talk is slow! What do? We race!" "Right," Lightning agreed. "We'll race in Radiator Springs." Mater loved the idea. "We can have a tractor tipping contest," he said. Francesco rolled his eyes. "Tractor tipping is boring. You know the Leaning Tower of Tires? Francesco put the leaning in it. Francesco can tip anything. Lightning laughed. Come on, last one to Radiator Springs has to guzzle down oil. And the two fastest cars in the world zoomed away together to race again another day. The end.